Transportation problems in operational research. The transportation problem in operational research is concerned with finding the minimum cost of transporting a single commodity from a given number of sources, that is factories, to the given number of destinations, example warehouses. These types of problems can be solved by general network methods, but here we use a specific transformation algorithms. The data of the model includes the level of supply at each source and the amount of demand at each destination. The unit transportation cost of the commodity from each source to the destination. Since there is only one commodity, destination can receive its demand from more than one source. The objective is to determine how much should be shipped from each source to each destination so as to minimize the total transportation cost. Types of transportation problems in operational research. Balanced transportation problem, and second is unbalanced transportation problems. Solution of a transportation problems. Stage 1 is finding an initial basic feasible solutions. Stage 2 is checking for optimally. Existence of a feasible solution. A necessary and sufficient condition for the existence of a feasible solutions to the general transportation problem is that total supply equals to total demand. Existence of basic feasible solutions. The number of basic variables of the general transportation problem at any stage of a feasible solution must be m plus n minus 1. Now, degenerate basic feasible solutions of feasible solution involving exactly m plus n minus 1 positive variables is known as non-degenerated basic feasible solution. Otherwise, it is said to be degenerated basic feasible. This allocation should be independent position in case of non-degenerated basic feasible solution. There are three methods as given below: northwest corner method, least cost method, Vogel's approximation methods, or penalty method. Here is one method, the northwest corner method. Considering the problem represented by the following transportation table, the numbers in the bottom right of a cells and the cost of transforming one unit from source I to destination j, values of x and ij, the quantity actually transported from source I to destination j will be entered in the top left of each cell. Note that there are 3 factories and 4 warehouses, and so m is equal to 3 and n is equal to 4. Here is one diagram, demand, and there is a supply. The northwest corner method generated an initial allocation according to the following procedure. Allocate the minimum amount allowable by the supply and demand constraint to the variable x11, that is the cell in the top left corner of the transportation table. If the column or a row is satisfied, cross it down. The remaining decisions variable in the column are non-basic and are set equals to 0. If the row and a column are satisfied simultaneously, cross only one out. Third is adjust supply and demand for the non-crossed out row and column. Allocate the maximum feasible amount to the first available non-crossed out element in the next column. Fifth one is when exactly one row or column is left, all the remaining variables are basic and are assigned or the only feasible allocation. For the above example, x11 equals to 10 and x12 equal to 10, like this. Only column 4 is now left, and so both the remaining variables x24 and x34 will be the basic, like this. And the second method is the least cost method. The method is usually provide a better initial basic feasible solution than the northwest corner method, since it takes into account that cost variable in the problem. Assign as much as possible to the cell with the smallest unit cost in the entire table. If there is a tie, then choose arbitrarily. Second is a cross out the row or column which has satisfied supply or demand. If the row and column are both satisfied, then cross out only one of them. Third is adjust the supply and the demand for those row and columns which are not crossed out. When exactly one row or column is left, then is remaining variables is basic and are assigned the only feasible allocation. The diagram is given here. As per the above example, the cell 1 2 and 3 1 both have zero cost, so the arbitrarily choose the first and the assign x 12 equals to 15. Cross out column 2. The amount left in a row 1 is 5. X 31 equals to 10, x 23 equals to 15. This provides the initial basic feasible solutions, like x 12 equals to 15, x 31 equals to 10, 23 equals to 15, and x 14 equals to 5, x 24 equals to 10, x 34 equals to 5. All the other variables are non-basic and are therefore equals to 0. Again, we are 6 basic variables are required. So thank you so much.